And joining tonight is Jess.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And Nicole.
Hello.
And tonight we are doing a host pick. For those of you who haven't heard, host pick is where one of the hosts has the others watch something, and they pick whatever they want, as long as it's around movie length, and streaming on one of the major platforms. Anything from a movie to a series of clips to random crap, whatever they want, as long as it's accessible in movie length or shorter.
Wow.
So,
and here I thought a host pick was when we picked each other's nose.
You thought a host pick was pick the shortest clip possible to review.
Hey, I think if I did a TikTok or like a commercial, you would count it as a host pick.
I would. I usually probably not one. I would probably need a compilation. But what I suppose you could do that. Still, that's not what we're doing.
The Pandora commercial for the Spotify when the parents eat the cookie and tell her to open a Spotify shop. I've heard
not
that.
A Spotify shop, Etsy shop, right?
Shopify. I thought your Pandora commercials were all about like cookies or whatever.
That was I don't know why that happened that one time we were together, and it was just the Pillsbury Doughboy over and over again. No, there's one with Shopify, and the dad and mom eat a cookie, and they're like, "You should start a business." And the daughter is, it's so annoying. The only things she says in there are "Mom, Dad, guys," and it's fucking so annoying. Oh my god, yeah. I'm about to buy Pandora Premium just so I don't have to hear that fucking commercial.
I think that's their tactic. They choose the most annoying commercials, so you just buy it and not deal with it.
It's working.
Well, what's it good for Shopify then? If Shopify just has a terrible,
it's
I guess
good
any
for
price
Shopify,
is good
because I called it Spotify because I forgot what it was for.
Well, that would be weird if Pandora was advertising for Spotify. That's that would be very strange.
I didn't even put that together.
Tonight we're doing Spontaneous. That was my
because
host
on
pick.
Hulu they have commercials for
Jesus
other TV
Christ.
shows on other TV shows. I'm like, why is Hulu advertising
because they want you to
Amazon
buy the
original?
premium?
But they don't. Is Hulu advertised like Paramount Plus? Like, I don't think that happens, does it?
I feel like
whatever they're partnering with the Discover and all that shit. Discover.
Well, yeah, they're with Disney, Discover, and ESPN, but I don't think they're with. But I don't think they're with Paramount, though. I don't think.
Is this going to be on the show, or are you going to cut this part out?
No, I'm going to keep it all in. We're doing Spontaneous. We're doing Spontaneous.
Spontaneous conversations. That's what's the new one.
Yeah, that's not what the movie. That's not what the movie is about. The movie is about when students in their school begin exploding, and this is literally exploding, seniors Mara and Dylan struggle to survive in a world where each moment may be their last. We are all busy, so I usually pick something clever and something I want to talk about endlessly, and I was like, no, for my host pick, I'm picking something that I think people will just kind of go down smooth. So that's what I was going for here. Mama Kay is not here, as she's usually here to say a bunch of things, but that's fine. Bunch of things. Well, she's always on vacation, and now she's on vacation from the show too. So, if you haven't seen Spontaneous, I was going to ask you guys if you heard of it or anything, but I don't need to do that. If you guys haven't seen Spontaneous, it's on Amazon Prime. It's got like a very, very high user or critical score. I think 96 Rotten Tomatoes. And like a 79 user score, something like that. I'm trying to remember. 66. Oh, much lower user score. Well, anyway,
me and Jess got our hands on
it. Every time. Amazon Prime, gonna spoil it now. And it's basic coming of age high school drama, basically. And it's about a girl, Mara, and she is a senior at this high school, and at the very beginning of the movie, at the very, very first thing you see is a monologue she's giving, and then a girl in the class explodes. Like, literally explodes, blood goes everywhere, everyone runs out screaming, hazmat suit, clean up, the whole nine. And then they're dealing with the aftermath of that, and then that's pretty much what's going on the whole time in the background, and then the main story is about this girl, Mara, and her relationship with Dylan, who's this guy she meets, and then her relationship with her parents and her friend and other things going on. And all with the background of kids keep exploding in this town. So I've seen this before. I liked it quite a bit the first time I saw it. I want to know what you guys thought. Nicole?
Well, I really like, what's her name? Catherine Langford?
Yep.
I really like her. She's
the main character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Wait,
kind of...
13
Nicole,
Reasons Why, girl.
did you think that she looked like, when we were kids, Allie and AJ, like those
she does
Disney
look like
sisters?
that.
I thought of that the whole time.
She does look like that, and I thought that the boy looked like he could have been in Hanson.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, you're right
or
about that.
one of the kids from Home Improvement.
Charlie Plummer is that actor. He's in other things, but yes.
What else is he in?
All the Money in the World. He's in a movie called King Jack that kind of first got him on the map.
Maybe I've heard of that.
Clovitch
Anyway.
Killer. Moonfall, the Roland Emmerich film.
What are you even saying?
Oh, they're movie titles. You would never have heard of them.
He looks like someone that could have been in definitely a 90s star.
I mean, he had the 90s haircut.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of the roles he plays the 90s kid, so this is all checking out.
Yeah. But this was felt a little fresher than some things we've watched recently. I thought it was a really interesting concept and how it kind of relates to what's going on now in 2022 with COVID and things like that. I thought that was kind of what they were going for here. But
I think they made this before that happened. I think that was more of a
interesting that it's aligning. So
yeah, I put that
closely.
together.
Yeah, this was shot in 2018. So
weird.
That's so
really weird foreshadowing. Yeah,
it should have been bigger of a movie then. Like I feel like if someone talked about it, then
it was released in 2020 on video on demand. Yeah, and they got a limited release by Paramount.
That's crazy.
So, tiny little movie got overlooked, I guess.
Yeah, it did, I guess. But I thought it was interesting concept. Putting that in the back of my mind now that I thought it was related to COVID, it's actually quite interesting of a concept there to think about. I liked most of it. I thought that it kind of was like forced a little bit for us to think that Catherine Langford's a teenager. So that was kind of a little bit hard for me to grasp. None of these kids look like teenagers to me. And that's
she would have been.
It's always a problem.
22,
right?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, that's always an issue.
Yeah, I could have played one of these kids, and I'm almost 30.
All right, well, slowly roll there. I don't know. You can play an 18-year-old.
Seriously, though, I mean, do they really look 18? No, they don't.
Maybe in the 80s, it could have gotten away with it, but
yeah. Well, they were all 30 when they were playing.
That's what I'm saying.
It starts off better than it gets going in the later part of the movie. I think that they were trying too hard to make it twisty. I wish that there were more explanation to the exploding of humans. Because that's really, like, I don't want to say fun, but it's kind of fun.
It's an interesting idea, and you can either go, like, science fiction, find the cure, which they do, but they don't focus that at all. They don't really, like, it's not about
tell you what's happening or what the pill is doing.
I don't think they found the cure. I think it was a coincidence, but...
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to the end of the movie,
agree with that.
But, like, yeah, maybe.
I wish it was something like... They were leaning towards something like, oh, it's because we're at this school, or it's because we're all seniors, or because we're all in this room with the girl. Like, I wish something really came of that. But overall, I thought it was an interesting story. There's some stuff that I thought could be better, but it was okay. It was cool.
Yeah. Jess?
I basically had the exact same reaction as Nicole. When, like, the first 10 minutes happened, and the girl exploded and everyone was like shrieking and like laughing, I was like, Brennan, no, I hate this stuff. I thought it was going to be like one of those movies where everyone explodes and weird things happen and it wasn't going to be fun. But it ended up being really cute. Like, there was a lot of humor in it that I liked. It kind of like reminded me when I was a teenager again, just the way like they were silly with their friends and they just like were doing whatever and the jokes were really funny. I agree with Nicole, the part where I kind of was disconnected or distracted was when she like just got depressed. I thought that was just kind of weird. I think they could have done without that, honestly. And at the end, I was thinking, like, how are they going to end this? Like, what are they going to do? They could really end it so many ways. I don't know the way they ended it, which was just basically it just stopped. What was the best way to do it? But I think they could have been more creative or something like that. But whatever. I think it was good too.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's similar to what I was expecting. This is the guy who did You Weren't On, Jess, but Nicole, Love and Monsters, the one with the kid gets out of the bunker and he goes across the land and there's all those CGI creatures. Remember that one?
Wait, I don't hear Nicole.
I'm not answering.
Oh,
are you talking to me?
Yeah, I said you and I did. Oh Jesus. We did Love and Monsters not too long ago. Is this the guy who wrote that, directed this?
Are you still there?
You're killing my point. Yeah, I was talking to you. I said, Nicole.
I'm sorry. I was doing something real quick.
What? Come on.
She's doing another job on her side job.
This is your last show for like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Hey, if I'm being honest, I'm folding laundry right now, so I'm also multitasking.
Oh, I can hear it in the recording. You gotta cool it on multitasking. I can hear all the fucking pops and shit.
If nobody knows this, me and Brennan are getting married in fucking 7 days. Okay, I got things that I just had to do. I'm a busy woman. I think it's okay. I thought you asked me this the other day. You asked me this the other day. I said, no, I haven't seen that. And I wasn't expecting you to bring it up to me again if I've seen a movie that I'd never seen. Or don't remember.
Hey, spontaneous conversations, it works.
Yeah, I what I was trying to say is I picked this because, and I think Jess, you said it a little bit, is that it's kind of like a sweet, cute movie, and that's kind of what I like. That's what I really like about this the most, is that once you kind of, for me, it took a few minutes to settle in, not because of exploding weird things, but the dialogue at the beginning takes a while to get used to. But once we're settled in with her and her friend, and then when it's her and Dylan for most of the first 2/3, I really like all that stuff. I
kind of remember that. You weren't giving me any context as to what Love and Monsters was. No, I don't think this feels like that at all.
It's not. No, my point is what we said about that is that it's also like a sweet, warm and it's like a charmingly written movie. It's clever and it's like it's good natured. It's like it's sharp, but it's not like acidic.
Yeah. Love and Monsters was better at doing that than this. I think that this is just trying too hard to do that.
Well, that's why I think her depressive episode doesn't really fit with this, because the style was, oh, it's cute, it's fun, like she has this like cute little new boyfriend, and now she's like depressed, like as if they know each other more
drinking
than, like,
in front of her dad and all.
Yeah. I think that just didn't even fit the overall theme and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's why I didn't like that part as much either. Like once we're in spoilers, Dylan is eventually explodes. He's one of the people who explodes in the movie because as you go along, and then the second, or not even the second half, it's probably like a nice 25-ish minute chunk where it's her depressed, she's drinking. She throws the bottle at the cop car though and shatters the window. I do.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
it does get a reaction out of me. Yeah, that part's not without some funny moments, but yeah, I don't like that part as much.
But they're giving her like the role of being like this edgy alt kid, but it's like she shouldn't have to be that. It's too much.
You think she's too edgy? I think she's like kind of just right. I don't think she's too much.
In that when her depressive state, yeah, it's too edgy. But I think her overall performance is like just sarcastic, kind of an asshole, but still really funny and like genuinely a good person.
Yeah, that part isn't for me anything wrong with the actors. I think her and Catherine Langford and Charlie Plummer if they're different actors, this doesn't work as well. They really sell all the dialogue, and I think even in those parts, the parts that where she's depressive and she's drinking and she's like all over the place, I think Catherine Langford actually like elevates it, and that it would work even less with another actress. I think that part's just a weaker part of the story, and then the ending. Yeah. When we there's like a weird part where like there's the mom is shoehorned in of Dylan, and there's the prom scene is again it's kind of funny, but it's a little too long, and
no, it's just starting to like go off the rails at that point.
It doesn't know where to go after it kills Dylan. It wants to kill Dylan because that's shocking and that's really sad and hard for our main character. But then I
can understand her acting like that if, like, her best friend died, because they talked about having, like, that pact and being friends for life. I understand if your best friend dies, then you go through that. That's more understandable. But, like, it was just like her cute new fun romance died. It was just weird.
It would have made more sense. Yeah, because she didn't like him at first. Well, she didn't really know him at first. It seems like this is maybe only like a couple weeks that this is happening, and now she turns to alcoholism in front of her parents because her couple-week-old boyfriend relationship, it's traumatizing that he blew up in front of her, absolutely, but like she didn't show that with other people. It wasn't like growing up to this depressive moment. It was just, oh, now my whole life is over. I want to die. I want to kill myself. Yeah,
and like with her best friend, she was the whole friendship was like, oh, we're gonna be friends for life. We're gonna do this when we're old. We were like little kids. Yeah. We made a pact.
And the fact that when she meets up with Dylan's mom at the end, and the mom is consoling her more than she is. We already know that his dad is dead. Now this woman has nobody. And she's consoling her. I did not jive with that.
You didn't jive with that. Well, I think it's because when he blows up, we're supposed to believe that he's the one she's only cared about so far. And before that, she didn't really care about much of anything. She had her friend, and they made her their pact. But I guess that's not what they wanted to focus on as a romance, not a friendship.
I don't think so. I don't think the movie was made out to be like she was that kind of person.
That she what?
Like only like didn't care about anything or didn't find herself like until she like had this little boyfriend or something. I think she was like a normal teenager.
We don't get a lot of what she. I mean, we get a little of what she was like before they.
Yeah, she liked to go out to the diner with her friend, and they would.
Yeah.
Plan their life and stuff like that's normal stuff.
That's true. Yeah.
I think it went in a weird direction.
Yeah, I agree.
I guess, what would the direction of... So because I like the twist of Dylan explodes, but what would we do instead?
The direction should be that maybe there is some reason, if they're going to make this outlandish thing of teenagers exploding, they should ride with that and make it some crazy thing with, all the kids that took this drug at a party, or all these kids that were in a certain class and they were exposed to something. Like,
I don't want there to be an answer, though. I don't really care about.
Then what's the point of it?
It's to make a fun threat in the background. It's to twist a comment, because otherwise it's just a regular romantic comedy. But if you drop in the twist of people explode sometimes,
but then that's why it has a 66% on user review, because people don't like that.
Well, I like it because it's a romantic comedy that's clever, and it feels different because there's the twist of people explode, and it's not like a sci-fi movie where the point is to figure out what's causing this problem. The point is it's a romantic comedy with that in the background.
Yeah, but this is a really different take on something. I haven't seen a movie where it's a high school movie and kids blow up. Like, that is strange. No. And I think that it should just be it should be embraced a little.
That's the point. That's the point. That's why it's so interesting.
But then the rest isn't interesting.
Well, no, the story afterwards, well, it's hard to say.
It's actually kind of annoying at the end.
Well, the end. So yeah, the very ending is things stop. People just kind of stop exploding eventually. She kind of does like a come to acceptance.
Like, why?
Kind of thing.
Was there was there something in outer space that was causing this? You know what I'm saying? But there just should be something else.
I kind of like the anomaly. Why do we have to tie everything up all the time with this stuff? Like, I just kind of like.
I'm okay with like not having a logical answer why they exploded, but I'm not okay with it just stopped. Like,
yeah.
No, why do you need an answer?
No.
Why do you require an answer?
No, I don't need an answer why they were exploding, but I think It should be like, oh, when they had just stopped, it could be like, oh, maybe now they're always scared, like, if they're going to explode again. Every once in a while, someone explodes. I think it abruptly stopping, I didn't like that.
Or, like, maybe it started happening at some fucking...
Yeah, or it happened again with,
Croatia,
like,
or something.
else.
Like, yeah.
Well, it could, I mean, the thing is, it could happen in the future. Like, we don't know. The movie ends after they leave.
Yeah, but the movie doesn't foreshadow that it would, so I don't think you should, like...
No, because I don't think I don't think the explosions are supposed to be like, it's all going to be metaphor for things. It's not like actually like I don't think it's
like it would have been funnier if like they did a flash forward of when she became president and all of a sudden she exploded there, like something like that, like it never ended kind of thing.
So what did you think of that montage and speech at the end, Jess? Because that's how the movie ends. It's the last 90 seconds, I would say.
Oh, I mean, the movie and the speech was fine. Like, I thought that was cute. It was just basically her wrapping up and saying, like, oh, my whole life's ahead of me. What can I do? What can I be? Like, now that I know I'm not going to die, what can I do next? It's just that I just don't like how it just stopped.
See, Nicole, I think you had a opinion on the last little speech.
I was so annoyed by that.
Oh, you thought it was corny?
I really did. I thought it was a totally different direction than what the rest of the movie was supposed to be. What it was to me, and it was totally unlike her character to do that.
I agree.
It made no sense.
It was unlike her character.
I dislike because it's plausibly written by a high schooler, I guess, but like hearing it on like an older adult ears, it hits weird. It hits like a corny teenager trying really hard, which I guess in a way it is. But yeah, I don't love that. I don't really love that button ending. I wish it was something else.
That's what was the most like not. It didn't match up. Like if you look at what the scene was, she was smoking the hookah in a beach house, this elaborate, amazing beach house with her 17-year-old friend that just bought this beach house. That is not possible, right? But she's just saying this like this stupid trope that anyone says. Oh yeah, I could have, if I killed myself, I would have missed the opportunity to become president and to sit here at the beach house and I'm a woman, I'm amazing. Like, no, you are sitting in a fucking beach house. Like, that doesn't happen.
That it does come off naive and like I'm gonna I could do like, and yeah, it's a very heavy-handed way to end the whole thing because.
Especially because I think her personality and plus the whole movie went like just live each day as it comes, and then that whole thing was not that. It was just thinking far and beyond what you can do with your life.
Yeah, and that's part of like why I like the beginning of how they meet in the first place. We didn't even say he texts her randomly out of the blue and says like I have a crush on you. And he's like and then we find out it's Dylan, and she's like why did you just text me out of the blue? And he's like we could explode at any second apparently, so might as well try. I like that as like a
but that's like the spirit
like a driving
of the movie.
Thing behind.
That's why it's spontaneous.
And that's what I was saying earlier to go on. That's what I meant when I said Love and Watchers. It's good, just like that movie. It's good natured. Everyone's like, and all the bros, all like when their bro blows up, yeah, they're annoying and like kind of dopey about it, but they're like, we loved him so much, and this is one's for you, and it's like it's like over the top, but like it's in good faith. They mean well, and I like that. I like that this world is nice.
There were some things that I wish that they grabbed onto more. Maybe I read into things too much, but like I asked you this, and when we were watching it, they made it a point to not have Mara see any of the explosions for the first 5 explosions. She was looking down, looking away, turned her back, whatever, and I'm like, oh, they're going somewhere with this. This is going to be good. And then it changed, and 2 people exploded in her face. And I'm like, okay, well, that was something I was hyping myself up for that never happened. I was upset.
You wanted there to be a big, like, reason why when she... Yeah, I guess if you're setting up for... I understand that level of disappointment. I guess the stuff that I engage with so much is the relationship they have and their little banter back and forth. And hers with the friend is also good. Her with the parents is not as good, but it's still fine.
Oh my god, that was horrendous.
I feel like
it's not
wanted
horrendous.
it to go more like the sci-fi route, and you wanted to go more of like the rom-com route.
Which is not what I would have thought. Like, I mean, that's not what I would have guessed. But
no, but I mean, if we're gonna have exploding people, like that's different.
I guess, yeah. It begs questions. I suppose. I guess
It's not something I'm just gonna kind of grasp as, oh, that might happen to me one day.
Let's hope not.
No, but it's a fun experiment to see, and that's what I also like about the world is that everyone kind of reacts pretty much like you'd expect people. There's nothing crazy. Like, it starts slowly, and then the government comes in.
They close the school down. Like, that leans towards asbestos or something. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they put them all in a white tent, so.
Yeah, they're like, at first it's not much, but then all of a sudden, like as more people happen, they really buckle down, and then they think they have a cure. And I like that it's still like going on in the background. There's that guy who always wants his lawyer, and there's other like couple of parts that are tethered to people are exploding, but then we basically just keep cutting back to Mara and Dylan talking about stuff, and that's fine too. Like, I just like it all works together for me.
There's not much else to say about it though. Like,
that's part of the reason why I picked it. I just wanted something warm and fuzzy. It's a nice and easy.
Yeah, it was perfectly fine. In the beginning, I liked the setup and everything. I think there's plenty of missed opportunity to make this better.
That could be true. I think this could be a 5-star movie. I think it's got that good of a premise and cast and writer behind it. So it could have been even better. You're right. I like it for what it is. But is that a recommend then, Nicole?
To my mom, probably. I wouldn't go past her. She likes stuff like this.
You wouldn't go past her?
Yeah. I think she would like this, and I think that would be the only person that would like it that I would tell about this.
I'll take it.
So I guess yes.
That's it's kind of Jess.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. Like, for the same feeling, I thought it was a cute movie. It had a lot of funny points, so I would give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, that's why I like this. I like Love and Monsters. I think a little more. I think it's more complete, but it's directed by a different person, but it's the same writer.
I would not compare those two together at all. But okay.
You don't see what I'm saying with like it's the warm. Like, remember in that movie?
I don't, because I'm not warm and fuzzy about this movie at all. I'm irritated by it that it wasn't better. It could have been. It was right there.
You're so quick to anger. It's snap.
I know what I like.
Well, we can't watch Jumanji every week. I'm sorry.
What if that was our review every week?
Every week, and for the 53rd week in a row.
Brennan would quit
1896. Quit. I could fire. There would be.
We could do each scene each week.
Each scene.
Go 5 minutes at a time. Dissect every 5 minutes.
What if we had to do the Rock, Kevin? Some people probably think those are the only ones we're talking about right now. Some people are probably young enough they're like, I didn't even know there was a 1996
Oh my god, yeah,
one.
I've never seen that one. I will never be that blasphemous.
Wait, I thought that's what we were talking about.
I did too for a second. I'm like, there's probably a podcaster that does only rock movies.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Rockcast? That'd be good. I mean, it wouldn't, because the movies he's in are not good, but it's a fun. That's
There's
a fun
for everyone out there.
That's a fun like SNL sketch. That'll be good for a couple minutes. Yeah, so 3 recommends, I guess, of varying degrees for spontaneous. That's fine. Good. We got a lot of stuff going on here, so we had to pick something easy. We got Honk for Jesus Save Your Soul, I think, coming. It's gonna be in theaters and on what's the other one? The other streaming
HBO?
service. Peacock. It's on Peacock, which is free apparently with ads, I guess.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think I have.
And there's like another tier. Yeah, that's next, so make sure you do. And then later in the month, we got The Woman King, and then we got like Oscar Beatty kind of stuff coming up, like the new David O. Russell movie, and we got Till, and there's other stuff coming. I'm excited for this time of year. So, Films with the Women in My Life on Facebook. Reach out to me on Instagram. I'm Brennan_podhost. And you can email the show, filmswiththewomen@gmail.com. Thank you guys for being on for Spontaneous.
Sorry you got mad at me.
It's alright, I appreciate it. Till next time, this is Brennan signing off, saying thanks for listening and enjoy your movies.
I have a short attention span.
Thanks for listening to Films with the Women in My Life. If you enjoyed being a listener in our life, please rate and subscribe on Apple Podcasts or on your favorite podcast app. keep up with the latest from the show on Instagram at Brennan_podhost, on Facebook at Films with the Women in My Life, and on Twitter at FilmsWomenPod. Finally, you can email the show with questions and suggestions at filmswiththewomen@gmail.com. Original music for the show was created by Ian Burke and Chris Iwanek. Original artwork created by Nicole D'Alessio. This show is produced by Brennan Snyder. Thank you again for listening and enjoy your movies.